Howdy, soldiers. Oh, wow, that is a bun. It was a dark and stormy night, except it wasn't. It's actually 12:48 p.m. Winter has officially descended upon Vancouver, and all I can do is just hope that there's no snow on Halloween. Also, look at this sick shirt that I just bought. Oh yeah, very Halloween themed. I did not thrift it, but I did get it from a local market, so I will leave the Instagram shop in the description. Every few weeks, the urge to scrounge comes upon me, and then I need to go to a value village to appease the Thrift Goblin inside me. Oh, this cuts me off, like, right here. Do I just look like a floating head? But as it so often goes when you go thrifting, you never know what you're gonna come away with. Oh my god. Wow, we might have to change these too. And besides coming home with some fall-appropriate clothing, I've also picked up some trinkets, some tchotchkes, some fringe. So what a better way to spend a cozy afternoon, snuggled up with a hot drink as we go over all of my secondhand purchases that I bought at reasonable prices. So without further ado, grab a drink, grab a snack, and buckle in, and let's go over the A Model Who's Read's quarterly thrift haul for fall. I got on my skeleton unicorn shirt, my pumpkin spice creamer. Let's frickin' go. You know what, I am gonna change my earrings. Okay. Whew, much better. I felt like I was the ghost of Christmas past. The first couple items we're gonna go over are Decor, because I've been wanting to redo my apartment, so I've been gathering bits and pieces here. And one of the things that I finally picked up for myself was a clock. Do you have any idea how freaking difficult it is to find a gold clock in this day and age, in this economy? I've been looking everywhere for a gold clock that was not $75, and I'm so glad that I held out, because now I have this guy that I'm gonna put in my bathroom. The thing that I love most about him is that the second hand has like a little moon. So after waiting like 4 months, rejoice, I found something that will keep me on time when I'm getting ready in the morning. And also help me count down my imminent mortality. Next two items are specifically for book blogger purposes, and if this is your first video of mine, hello, I'm also a full-time book blogger, surprise! I wanted a couple more props for when I was doing my Instagram flat lays, and so one of the things I found was this teacup. I use teacups pretty regularly in my photos, but the ones I have are very blue and pink and cool toned, so I wanted one that has more warm tones in it, and this is just a lovely rose pattern that's like brown and yellow. And then there's the plate. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen this at least twice, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, link is below. Another prop item that I think will just go well in my home in general is this very nice tea tray. As you can see, this is pretty beat up. She is pretty old. She's scuffed and damaged, but I think that's okay. I love an antique item. I love a burnished gold, so this is just gonna help me with some visual layering in my Instagram photos and maybe also in my life. And for my next item, I'm gonna warn you, there's gonna be a little bit of taxidermy. It's very cute taxidermy, but taxidermy nonetheless, so if you want to skip that, go on right ahead. Now, if you couldn't tell from just this frame alone, I'm a bit of a bone collector, but I have not ventured into taxidermy yet, so this is actually my first taxidermy piece. And I'm so happy I'm starting my collection with them, because in this special 2-for-1 deal, I got these guys! Oh my god, they're so cute and fluffy! The most precious little ducklings that I found at this absolutely cursed liminal thrift store in the middle of nowhere up on the Sunshine Coast. And not to brag or anything, but I got these guys for $1. Sorry, I was just basking in the applause. At any antique shop or weirdos market, I would have easily paid $45 plus for these little guys, and to think that I got them for a single Canadian dollar? I love them very much, but I have not named them yet. So if you have any suggestions, please leave those down below. Nope, got too warm, turtleneck came off. What if that was just the bit for this video, where I kept coming back, changing something about myself, but just never acknowledging it? Well, we just talked about one dead thing, and now we're gonna talk about, I suppose, other dead things, because in a fit of childish I want it-ness, I bought a bag of dinosaur stamps, and I pay premium $5.99 for these bitches. So what did I even get? Okay, there's a Triceratops, a pterodactyl, which wasn't actually a dinosaur, FYI. Anything that flew or swam was not a dinosaur. Got a T-Rex and some kind of the brontosaur, brachiosaur. Like, they're pretty nice. They're good quality. They've never been used. So thank you to the scrapbooker and or child who did not use these, because now I have them. And if you ever get a postcard from me, you can bet there's gonna be one of these little dudes on it as well. And lastly, of the objects is something that I paid a pretty penny for at a actual antique store that I can't believe I found one. I'm losing my mind over it. I have been looking for a beautiful, ornate antique mirror for over a year now, and I finally have one in my hands. It's this beautiful beautiful gold mirror. Oh, hey, look, it's you. Ah, I don't know if I've ever loved an inanimate object so much. I haven't found a place to put her yet. Oh my god, that is so terrifying to reflect. So excited to have finally found this like wish list item, finally. So thank you to my girlfriend and her mom for bringing me to that sick antique store in Vernon. And then I also have some books, which of course I do. I managed to find 2 fantasy novels, one of which is The Song of the Forever Rains by E.J. Mello. Our main character is this sorceress whose voice has the power to slay monsters, and she's working for this thief king on this mission of like corruption within the city, and then oh hey, the heir to some dukedom is like kind of sexy. I've had this on my TBR for a while, so I was excited to find this at the thrift. She is a little water damaged, but that's okay, happens to the best of us. And then on my last thrift trip, I found Wild and Wicked Things with this gorgeous cover. Oh my god. It's by Francesca May. This 1920s romantic fantasy with murder and magic and mayhem, and like that sounds amazing, and I can't say no to a pretty face. Oh my god. And then the last thing I have that isn't clothes is clothes enough, because I'm gonna turn it into clothes, and that's this Christmas fabric. Is this a tablecloth? Was it a curtain? I don't know, but it's probably gonna become a skirt. I know it's Halloween season, but Christmas is fast approaching, and I don't have anything tacky and festive, so why not make myself a tacky festive skirt? There's some nice gold thread going through it too, like, oh, she's fancy, okay. I did something I rarely do, and that is I thrifted a purse, so I found this really nice black leather motorcycle bag purse. I got this maybe a month and a half ago, and this has become my new everything bag. You know why? Because everything fits in here. I have managed in here to fit a water bottle and an umbrella and a hardcover book and my toiletries bag and a scarf, and there was still room somehow. I don't know what witchcraft created this bag, and I don't know what string of fate led me to it, but I absolutely have been loving this. There's also a pocket in the front and this giant pocket that has 2 compartments in the back. Like, there's just so much portable storage. And then I also found 2 interesting pairs of shoes. The first of which being this pair of high heels, because I wanted a nice, like, event shoe. So I found these cool silver ones. They are a very nice, pure silver stiletto heel that is from Naturalizer, so they have arch support. Oh baby. There's very little wear on them, and they fit me perfectly, especially for special events. I wear a lot of black and silver, so I was very excited to find these. I think they're gonna go with everything that I own. And then these shoes are some of the coolest things I've ever thrifted, and I'm so mad about it because I got them back in August, I think, and I was like, oh, they're gonna be the perfect summer to fall transition. And now it's been thunderstorming for 3 straight days. And I really hope I didn't miss my window of opportunity to wear them before the snow starts, because look how freaking cool these shoes are. They're like a lace-up leather kind of Mary Jane, but then they're open on the sides and they have open toes, but then they have like a silver chunky block heel. They're also from Shelley's London, which I hear is a really nice brand. So, you know, some talent acquisition over here. Extra padding in the heel, and like those are the small luxuries that I look for in my old age. The first item is hilariously ironic for anybody that's watched me since at least the summer, because I've been complaining that I've been trying to thrift shorts for maybe 7 months now because I only own a single pair of shorts. And oh wow, it's so hard to find shorts. What do I find as soon as the weather dips below 15 degrees? But the perfect pair of ripped denim shorts. These are the American Eagle curvy mom jean style. These are actually 2 sizes too big for me, but I figured because they're so high-waisted, I can use my sewing skills and just take them in a little bit. I understand the thrifting gods work in mysterious ways, but you couldn't have thrown me these like just a couple weeks earlier. Will I tailor these before the try-on clips? I guess we'll find out. And then a very fun t-shirt I now own that my girlfriend found for me, but I cropped. So like a collaboration effort on this, actually. And that is this t-shirt that says, "The dinosaurs didn't read, and look how that worked out." I've peaked. I've somehow found a way to include 3 of my favorite things, which are reading, dinosaurs, and thrifting, and the color black, so that's 4 things, and cropped shirts, which is 5 things, all into one particular clothing item. This is amazing. There's like paint on one sleeve. Like obviously this was that comfy ratty t-shirt that you throw on to do chores and paint your house. And now it's mine to do chores and paint my house in. Actually, I am planning on painting my apartment. So obviously the perfect shirt for that. Another item that's perfect for me is actually a sweater that I've already worn at least twice a week since I got it, and that is this nice basic black mock neck turtleneck short sleeve sweater. Just a basic light knit sweater from H&M. As somebody who is very sweaty, who's also living in a climate where it's like 13 degrees out, but then also like 90% humidity for the last week, which has been the worst. Just having a short sleeve sweater has actually been extremely useful for that. It's been the perfect fall basic already for me, so I feel like this is the start of a long and loving relationship between the two of us. Another black basic that I bought for work purposes is this plain black button down. Ooh, how exciting, a black blob of fabric. Oh wow, look, it has sleeves and everything. And what drew me to this one is it also has these really cool buttons. It kind of looks like a fleur-de-lis had a baby with like a depiction of grain on an ancient Roman coin. The Demeters and the details, if I do say so myself. So this will be nice to go under other sweaters, or, yet again, just button it up for business witch purposes. Yes, I work in science administration, and no, that will not stop me from dressing like a fashionable occultist. The next item is a bit of a wild card for me. Even though it is a more traditional business basic, I got this beautiful silk button-up in this bright magenta berry. I don't wear a lot of pink or berry, I don't wear jewel tones, but for some reason, but be it fashion or fate or whatever else, this particular color has been calling to me for the last couple of months. I thought, you know, maybe we could just thrift just a little fun item, and then if I don't like it, I wouldn't have spent, you know, $30+. I spent $4.99 on trying something out. I'm willing to risk $4.99 on possibly looking amazing. Like, damn, what does this color remind me of? I haven't quite figured out how to style it yet, but we'll see what my ex-gifted child brain can come up with. Another silky jewel-toned top that I found is this beautiful green satin shimmery tank top. Ooh, it makes me feel like I'm part of a forest. Beautiful forest green drapey tank top from Vince Camuto. Like, okay. You have a holiday party and you invite me. There's a very high percentage of a chance that I will be wearing this. Speaking of maybe inviting me to your Christmas party, if I'm going to more than one party, I obviously need more than one party outfit. I can't bring shame upon my house to be an outfit repeater. And I happen to find yet another flowy, silky, satiny item of clothing that I could also wear. An item I can don upon my person to impress my friends, family, or business partners, except this time it's a pair of pants. And if we're going from the holiday party straight to the disco, then baby, I will be the most prepared with this incredible pair of silky, wide-leg, high-waisted turquoise pants. Do you see the girth of that leg? Oh, that's gotta be like a good 16 inches. Like, oh, the fantasy romance girlies are quaking. Hey Rachel, why do the hems of these look like they were chewed off by hamsters? Don't worry about it. These did actually used to be too short for me, and you can kind of still see the hem line, but I just ripped the stitch out, and then because these are just pure polyester, I took a lighter and just lit the hems on fire so that they wouldn't unravel, though unfortunately I did not do the most even of jobs. But you know what, if I'm wearing these and people are looking at my feet, I think we have a bigger problem. Speaking of high-waisted wide-leg pants, hey Rachel, how many pairs of black high-waisted wide-leg pants did you buy? Only 2! This time. What? That's a wardrobe staple. Stop looking at me like that. The first is the wider and flowier of the two. It's this nice, like, half paper bag pant. Probably won't be able to tell on camera, but these have a really nice drape to them, and there's just something about canoodling around in a pair of wide leg, flowy pants that just does something for me. When you wear a pair of high-waisted, wide leg black trousers, you automatically look elegant and tall and foreboding. You will have to pry my high-waisted, wide-leg black trouser agenda from my cold dead hands. My my second pair is the paradoxically warmer yet more cropped version of the previous pair. Can you see this fabric? It's like a little bit of a wool blend. And this pair has this cool built-in belt. It's sewn in on this side, so, which is good because that means I can't lose the belt. Business in the front and then party in the back. They're extremely comfortable, and I've already also been wearing these at least twice a week since I bought them. So until I can no longer stand the cold nipping at my delicate ankles, I will continue to wear these into the fall. And yet again, another item that I have already worn at least 4 times since I got it. Can you describe a cardigan as sick? I found this really nice black cardigan with these killer sleeves, and it's freaking sick. Oh, there we go. Look at the width of that sleeve. And the length of this cuff. It's nearly indecent. Black and cropped and has like a little pocket at the front, but it does feel very dark academia. It's perfect for walking around the halls of university or haunting your local library. On the topic of party wear, this caught my eye from literally across the store, and I don't really know what it is. Is it a shrug? Is it a shawl? Whatever it is, it awoke the Thrift Goblin inside me who likes to hoard shiny things, because I found this beautiful little beaded cardigan shawl shrug thing. It has this little teardrop border, and none of it is broken or missing. And when I originally saw it hanging, I didn't realize that these were sleeves, so it just looked like there were extra shoulder embellishments, and I think you can kind of get away with wearing it both ways. Put it on and it felt like I was wearing a web of jewels, and like, how could I not take it home after that? And lastly, I'm most excited for this item because it's pretty much exactly the same as something that I already own, but different. To make a short story long, I have this one oak and fork cardigan that I have worn to death since I bought it, and I would love to have another one of them. I love them so much, but they're like 88 Canadian dollars. And then what do you know? I happened to find this in the thrift store, which is the exact same style, but just in the dark brown, and I'm already in love. This was still less than a single A&W burger meal, but it technically in thrift store terms was very pricey. I'm still baffled why anyone would want to donate this. I think there's like a couple of tiny pulls on one sleeve, but other than that, like, baby, you're perfect. I was with a friend on that thrift trip, and literally as soon as I found this, I was like, and we're done, we're good, we can go home now. I have just been wearing this around my apartment, but I can't wait for the outside world to see me as the cutest and coziest little cup of espresso they've ever seen. And that is that on that. Sorry, this is like ice cold now. It's cold in here. Thank you for joining me for today's thrift haul. I feel like this time I've actually managed to get wardrobe staples that I really needed and not just like frivolous fun stuff. You never know how a thrift trip is gonna go. Sometimes you go in and you find every single thing on that wish list, and sometimes you go in and you find nothing. Or you find like a weird belt and you're like, yes, my bounty. But Value Village needs to get off whatever high horse it's on, because seriously, why is a dress $21 at a thrift store? You got it for free. Let me buy a pair of pants for $7. Like, let me live. Actually, on that note, I'm gonna go and clean up my own donation bags because I've been going through a fall cleaning frenzy and have another 3 boxes of books and 2 bags of pants that no longer fit me to give away, which means Value Village had better watch out, because next time I go in there, I'm gonna be using those coupons like Wolverine claws. You know where to click to like the video, you know where to click to subscribe. I hope you guys are all having a nice day wherever you are, and I will see you all next week. Bye!